What's up, guys? I'm back again today with another video. Now today's video will be different. As you can see, it's not going to be about knife overviews or clips of me Mac dump AK-47s and stuff like that. Okay, as you can see right here, there are three watches. There are Seiko watches. Okay, I'm not a watch expert. I'm gonna say this up front. Please do not quote me on any other stuff that I said in this video. These are my personal opinion, and I am by no means a watch expert. I don't even know the names of many of the parts. I don't even know the terminology of watches and stuff like that. I only know a few. Okay, this video is merely of me showing close-up pictures of these three watches I just acquired. Okay, now a few weeks ago, actually a week ago, I just lost my mom. Okay, it's a very, very hard experience to go through. I was feeling really sad, so I thought I was trying to figure out a way of cheering myself up. So I thought I went online and start looking for watches. So I ended up buying some of them. Okay, I'm going to start with this one right here. I bought this a few months ago. Okay, this is the SRP653K1, if I am not mistaken, or it is usually called the Baby Tuna. Now, Seiko or watch people probably know of the Seiko tunas, and they cost quite a bit. Okay, now when I came across this one, it comes in two colors. This one comes in the blue shroud. These are ceramic, by the way. The other one is the black one. I actually prefer this look better than the more expensive tunas. They call this the Baby Tunas. I'm not gonna say much. I'm just gonna show you guys close-up pictures of it, okay? Because I'm not gonna claim I know how to review watches. I really love this watch. It's not a light watch. It's actually quite heavy, and it's quite big as well because of the shroud. But surprisingly, this watch sits very comfortably in my wrist. Okay, I don't have a big wrist. I have an average size wrist in my. As you can see, because of the design of this part right here, it has a concave design. It sits really nice in your wrist. Okay. It says special edition air divers 200 meter. All right, it's very nice, man. Look at that. It sits perfectly. All right, now this watch, everything about it I really like except the strap. Now for some reason, maybe because this watch was designed for divers, which obviously they when they dive they use wetsuits. So this watch probably was designed to be worn outside of the wetsuit, right? Thus the long strap. Now if I'm wearing this, it's the tail of the strap probably comes up to about like that. Now that is a bit it's a drive me nuts, but I can live with it. Okay, it's a very long strap. The crown actually, it's not exactly the 4 o'clock position, but it's off-centered enough that it's actually not poking into my skin. You know, it doesn't bother me. Okay. I love the rounded circular markers in the yellow second hand. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead to the next watch. The next watch would be this one right here. Now this is the watch that I bought after my mom passed away, simply because I was trying to find something to cheer myself up. So I thought buying Seiko watches might do the trick. That actually did. Okay. Now this one right here is the Seiko, I think they're called the Kermit. Model number is SNE451P1, if I'm not mistaken. It comes in green bezel and black. All right. Now I almost did not get this watch because after I found out that this watch is quartz movement, it's not automatic movement. Now then I have a lot of my friends are actually watch people. You know, some of them actually work for the watch stores and stuff, so they have great knowledge of watch. They actually asked me to get this one. I was actually trying to figure out whether to get this one or that one. So most of them actually told me to get this one instead because of the solar movement. So theoretically I don't have to do anything to this watch, service, whatever, etc., etc. You obviously need to do that, but theoretically you don't have to, because you don't have to change the batteries. You don't have to do any of that because the battery will be charged by the solar panel, which is the dial right there. If you can see, it's not one. You know, you can see the dial right there. It's not one piece with the marker. Okay. As you can see, there's a Cyclop right there, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I don't really care if there is or there's not. In certain cases, it actually is a bit of a hindrance. Just look at the dates. Now, this watch right here, when I first looked at it, I really fall in love with it. And then, like I said earlier, when I found out it's quartz, I almost didn't get it. But in terms of the looks, it's very nice. It's not a thin watch. It's not a thick watch either, compared to this one especially. Now this one I really like because of the look. Well, you guys know what this watch looked like, okay? Now this watch is very well. I don't want to say it's cheap, but it's very worth it. Okay, let's put it that way. It says Movement Japan right there, but this I'm not sure if this is made in Japan. I think pretty sure this is made in some Southeast Asian country, probably Malaysia or Thailand, maybe, I don't know. Now this watch is limited edition. It has this watch right here, as you can see, is number 38 out of 2,500. I requested for the seller to pick a good number, because as Chinese, numbers means a lot. I don't really care, but you know, I might as well, right? 38 in Chinese would be San Pa, which roughly translates to if you go up, you get wealthier. Sun, Sung is going up. Pa or Fa means wealthier. All right. So this is keeper right here because of the serial number, I guess. The crown sets traditionally at 3. Okay. Unlike most of the Seiko watches, which sets at 4, around 4 o'clock area. Okay. There's one cons that I really drive me nuts about this watch is almost the same as that one, which is the strap. Now this one is the bracelet. Okay, the clasps, man. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard and watched a lot of people complain about Seiko's clasp. Okay, now this one is the same. Okay. I'm definitely going to be changing the strap to the aftermarket strap code. oyster. I wanted to keep the factory look of these watches. Okay. The bracelet itself is actually not that bad. Okay, it's not doesn't, to me the sound actually drive me crazy more than anything. The looks, they're fine, you know, you can't tell the difference. Maybe upon close up inspection you can tell the difference between the factory and the strap coat, stainless steel, solid stainless steel bracelets. But other than that, the sound actually give it away, you know. Now I hope after changing the strap coat bracelet, it's gonna make the watch feel and look much more expensive, I guess. All right, well, not expensive, at least not cheap. Okay, more high end, let's put it that way. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. Here we are. As you probably know, this is the SKX series 009. When I was looking online at watches, I actually fell in love with the SKX 007. But I've been watching so many videos and then became bored of the look because of the plain black, you know, everything. So I noticed the 009, the Pepsi. The more I looked at it, the more I like it. Okay, so here we are. I got this a day after I got this one. All right. Same reason. It's not an excuse. It's a legitimate reason. It's really to cheer me up, man. All right. Now, this watch is beautiful. Okay, this has been around for so long. Now, after acquiring this watch, I realized that there are so many things that can be done to this watch. Okay, I didn't, you know, like I said, I'm not a watch guy. I know what I like in watches, but you know, I just realized that you can actually modify these watches. You can change the glasses to sapphire, dome sapphire and stuff like that. You can change the bezel, you can change etc. You can change the dial. You know, it's endless. So that's interesting. You know, this one of the fun experience, I guess, is to do the mods. I haven't decided if I want to do that yet, but I might. Now, like I said earlier, Seiko watches, especially in this price range, have a terrible bracelet, especially the clasp. Now, I try ordering the strap coat Jubilee bracelet, especially for this one right here. They're out of stock, so I'm still waiting for about in next week or so. It's probably going to be here, and hopefully it's going to change the whole feel of this watch. All right, it's like as you can see right here, this watch are not perfect by any means. You know, there's no such thing as a perfect watch. I don't care if it's Patek Philippe or whatever. You know, the higher end watches, there's still flaws in it. Even though people want to think they're perfect, but I know they're not, because I've handled some of them as well. So back to this watch, you know. Sorry for the smudges. Sweet watch, man. I'm not gonna say any more of this, my opinions of this watch. Let you guys be take a look at the close-up picture of this yourself. Sweet looking watch. Look at that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, man. This is different. It's a new kind of video for me. I appreciate the time. Sorry if I wasted 15 minutes of your time. Once again, thank you very much. Appreciate everything. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.